Hey, righto. So, this is gonna be our first actual working on car stuff video. So we're gonna see how this goes. Um, Learning all these things about this. It's funny. I actually went to film school a long time ago, and there was we were still recording onto tape, so it tells you how old I am. I'm not gonna get fancy with things. I keep things simple, so no fancy intros and cuts and graphics and whatnot. But I'm gonna have to make sure I'm looking at the lens and not over here at the screen. So anyhow, here we are. It's still cold February. I'm wearing a hat partially because it's cold, partially because I'm one of those people who wakes up and their hair's like sticking in every which direction possible. So I'll save you that. Anyhow, so we're going to get to work a little bit. Other things I'm noticing about the setup is lights have got a big glare and then fitting the camera in here, so we'll, I don't know, see how that goes. But today, looking at the Spit 6, and I'm going to talk about de-seaming the back and what I'm doing. I think there'll be some like time-lapse stuff happening, so you can see what I've really enjoyed. One of the big things about watching other people's videos is watching them work and seeing how they think and how they go about stuff. So that's one of the big things I'm going to share with you guys and with me, so I can go back and look at this again and see how this goes. So let's take a walk-see over to the Spit 6 and show you what all's going on with it. Flip that around. Okay, so here's where we need to work. Not there yet. Back here, la-di-da. And so here's what I've been doing already. Get in here. This isn't the fanciest cameras, so it'll, I don't know. I might feel like getting another one later, but this will do for now. So here's what I've done. I've ground it off, welded, ground some a little bit. There's a repair patch I made. A lot of glare from. It's nice having the windows in here with sunlight, but it doesn't do as well for video. So what I did is I first cut a little section here with a cutting wheel, then ground it down, welded it, make sure everything stayed together, looked good. I was super happy. So went in a few different sections. Did this section here. You can see I've welded and ground most of the way down, not all the way. Then did a section here, and a section here, and a section here. And then went back, did a second time, section here, 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 and then here. And you'll notice this is where I got a little bit of issues. It's not totally smooth how I want it to be. There's a little bit of a dip there, and I'm pretty certain what happened was when I was using the cutoff wheel, I did too long of a section at once, and this got hot, it warped, and when I tried bending it back with welding, it wasn't having it, so this is the best I got. It sucks, but, you know, I'm going to have to use a little bit of body filler there. I know there's going to be body filler places, but I really want to reduce that and use as little body filler as possible. But, anyhow, that's that there. I'm going to get to grinding this later, but I'll show you what I got. You know, here, I'm getting rid of the side marker lights, getting rid of the bumpers, so cut some holes out there. We'll talk about this later. This isn't going to be in this video, but I'll show you. You're going to get to see my learning curve, which is fun. This is what I originally cut out for this bumper mount over here, and then I got a better idea and did it better over here, so totally different shapes. The back. What I'm planning on doing today is I'm going to cut a little section from here. I'm going to use the grinding wheel all the way down. Little section from here to here. I'll take some of that out. Little section here. But whereas last time I did it in 2 waves, this time I'm going to do it on 3 waves. So I'll do a little section here. Then I'll jump over a bit. Little section here. Jump over. Little section here. So on and so forth. Then maybe we'll get all the grinding done up to here. We'll see how that goes. Cut out sections, tack in some welds, make sure it's good and solid, nothing moves on me. Then, section by section. So that's the plan with that. The back lights, what I'm planning on doing is, as I love this round design, and what I found I think is going to work all right are the lights from a Ferrari 250 or something similar like that. So I have, you know, red, amber, and then smaller ones in white. My original plan was to pull this whole panel out and make it flush so I don't have this little lip coming in here, but I decided against that because one, that's going to be a ton of work and beyond my skill level, and two, this is just so much easier and it's still going to look beautiful. So there's that. So we're going to have round lights. This is going to be smooth all around, going to match the curves at the front, and then, you know, going with the Ferrari style taillights, which I think look amazing anyhow. Fits with the whole style, the Italian design style of this car. So the guy that designed the Spitfires and the GT6s was one of the guys, or was the guy who was responsible for a lot of the Ferrari designs, the early ones that were just really beautiful. So here we go with this. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so this is where we're going to get started at. Something I want to share with you guys, important lessons I've learned, especially with this loud, obnoxious stuff, is earplugs. Which way does this go? Here we go. And I like these ones here that you can like stick something in there. They got little sticky things sticking out. It seems like they fit in the ear better. And I've upgraded from safety glasses to safety goggles after too many like very bad close incidents. I feel like hot sparks bouncing around on the inside of the safety glasses. So yeah, gotta be safe. Kind of want to keep my eyes for a little bit longer. And then leather's been really good. I feel it's weird hearing myself. I've already set a couple of shirts on fire with sparks. So this is just an old jacket that I don't wear very often, so it's my working on car jacket now, so here we go. So I also hope to not set the lens, melt the lens on this thing, which I may have already got a couple sparks on it. Kind of like my phone has got some nice little sparks on it too. Perhaps if we do this little zoom in thing here, quality's not as good, but sure beats like holes in the lens. Let's see, where are we? Let's go from there. so that's I guess the first round of this. Go ahead and tack some welds in so I can get around to the second round of welding of it. But let me show you something here I found when I was working on the other side. So like here, grind just a little more, but since this panel here is coming over this way, it's really taken a lot of metal off of this inside panel. So what I had to do was, on the other side, weld. First, like, put a strip, kind of a weld here to kind of build up the inside of this seam on this side, and then bridge it across. So that's what I did there, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Let's might clean a little bit of this up off camera where I got a little time, and we'll put a few tacks around to hold it in place, and then maybe today get to some of the other sections. Alright, so now we're going to get to a little bit of welding. I'll show you real quick the setup I got. This Hobart Handler 140. Got voltage turned down to about 1. There it is. And feed speed about at 30. So that's the settings I found worked well for me. I don't think is this recording? It is recording. I don't know. I'm still learning this stuff. I'm brand new to it. I like teaching myself things. Watch what other people do, the awesome stuff they do, the mistakes they make. Alright, so, as always, safety gear's a must. Helmet on. Got my gloves. There we are. Alright, so that's the welding. I'm gonna do a little more grinding, and then we'll do a little more welding, a little more grinding, and I gotta go to work in like a couple of hours, so I may not finish it all today, but hey, this is the first video, and there's all sorts of like learning curves and stuff and whatnot, but I think I got a little more time, so let's see what more we can do. Alright, so there is grinding. I'm going to weld a few tacks in there, and then I'm going to have to get cleaned up, go to work. So we'll get some welding done. Alright, so that's it for today. I gotta get cleaned up and go to work, but, had some little bit of time on a Monday morning. Decided I'd get a little work in. So, here we are. Check. Right. It's a learning curve to all this. Make sure I had my microphone on if I was recording all this with no sound. And there's Laura off in the distance waving at me, smiling through the kitchen as I'm talking to the camera. She's totally awesome, really supportive of all this. And, you're gonna make me laugh. So anyhow, we'll see how this goes, and thanks for dealing with my learning curve. There's gonna be stuff that, like I don't claim to be an expert at this at all. I'm still figuring out stuff as I go. Totally open to constructive criticism, so if there's something I'm doing and you're like, whoa man, you're gonna kill yourself doing that, write comments, let me know. I mean, this is awesome. Or you're like, that's totally the wrong way to do something. I'm glad to hear that too, because this is how I learn and grow, and this is part of the process. Is we all get to see my thinking and how it evolves and changes, and my skills grow, and we get to work on fun, cool cars together. Yeah, there's going to be a learning curve with all this, and hopefully those spots on the lens are just dust and not like where I hit it with sparks and fried the lens. But if I did, we'll just deal with it for a while, because I don't know, I just got this camera. Luckily, they don't cost half what they cost. They cost way less than they used to. I don't know, years back. But anyhow, that's it for today, and I'll probably be working out here more later in the week or on the weekend, and we'll just keep on trucking along. So, all right, later.